Brand new post-patch 4-2-3-1 custom tactics. Now, I've been using variations of these exact same tactics literally since my first 4-2-3-1 custom tactics video on the channel. The only changes I do make is in between every single patch. I see what EA change and make some changes then. And obviously, following the most recent patch that we had last night, the most significant change is without a doubt the fact that stamina decay is reduced by 11.7% when using press after position loss or constant pressure, which is absolutely perfect for us. Now, we have set up a defensive and attacking. Obviously, we are only starting with a 4-5-1 simply for chemistry reasons, so players are in the correct position. So for the defensive, this is going to work as our balanced. Although it says it's under defensive, this is actually going to be our balanced tactic, if that makes sense. So we've got our balanced tactic under defensive and our attacking minded one for attacking. Now, ultra attacking and ultra defensive, I would suggest using a whole new formation like 5 at the back or 3 at the back. So think of a defensive as the balanced tactic for this. Defensive style is just on balanced with the width on 45, the depth on 40. Build up play is fast build up and direct passing, and the width, once again, we are matching the offensive or the offense width with the defense width with just being 45 width, which is absolutely fine. Fast build up, direct passing. If you're not so comfortable, once again, remember this is going to be working as our balance. If you're not so comfortable, then maybe just put it down to balanced direct passing, even slow build up direct passing. But if you are someone that wants to play quick FIFA, fast build up direct passing is absolutely perfect. For attacking, this is the latest tweak we have made. This was just balanced before. Now we have turned it back up to press after position loss because obviously they have reduced the stamina decay by 11.7%, which means this will be a relatively viable option. As well as the fact you can make 5 substitutes if your players do start getting low on stamina, and the chances are it will be your attackers or maybe your midfielders, because when you lose possession you'll probably be using one of your attackers and midfielders when pressing them, because that's usually how it goes. Usually you'd lose possession to your opponent's defenders, right? So with your cams, strikers, make sure you've got maybe 3 or 4 attacking outlets on your bench, that if your stamina does decay, if you are using attacking for like more than 45-50 in-game minutes, then obviously your stamina will be a little bit low, so make sure to have those super subs on standby. But following the recent patch, as I said, with 11.7% reduced stamina decay, that is absolutely unreal. Press after position loss is going to be broken. I've tried to even it out with, you know, counter constant pressure, but then I've also made constant pressure and press after position loss not use as much stamina, so I genuinely do not understand that point of view from EA, but we will not complain. 45 width for both defensive and attacking, the exact same as defensive. I think 45 width is perfect for this formation. The depth is 60. Once again, if you do not feel comfortable, feel free to turn that down to 55, or maybe if there's only 5 or 10 minutes left, then you can turn that all the way up to 99. It just depends, but I think 60 is a great starting point. The offense is going to be fast build up and direct passing, which is the exact same for the balanced. Now let's get into the player instructions. Now this is how we play it in game, and one thing I want to say which is crucial for this is your 2 CDMs. And for me, as you can see, we've got Patrick Vieira as our stay back cover center, which we'll go through all of these instructions step by step, player by player shortly. I did just want to mention this. This works so well with a defensive CDM and then a more box to box CDM. So we've got my Patrick Vieira, who we all know medium high work rates is ideal for this position. He's going to be our stay back cover center. Then we've got Park Ji-sung, who's cover center, but he's on balanced. And Park Ji-sung, in fact, let me show you guys Park Ji-sung's record for me. We're playing him with an anchor in 431 games. As you can see, he's scored 55 goals and he's gotten 70 assists. So he's gotten over 125, or he's gotten 125 goal contributions. So it's definitely not like he doesn't contribute. So you want to have a defensive CDM, and then you want to have a CDM preferably with high work rates. But if it's medium or high medium, that will be fine. You want someone that is a good box to box minded player and that can do the job in front of net, and for me that's Park Ji-sung. Anyway, simple as, our striker is stay central, stay forward. Our central cam, which is going to be Lionel Messi, is on stay forward, get into the box. Our right cam, which is Jarzinho, we've just made him get into the box, and the exact same with Neymar. All of our cams are on get into the box, so it is very good going forward. You're going to have lots of options in the box. Let's say you've got Ito and you drag him wide. Although he's on stay central, you still will notice him drag wide now and again, or if you manually move him wide, then you'll have all of your cams getting into the box. Obviously, if you go up with Jarzinho, go down the wing, you'll have Messi, Ito, Neymar, all of them getting into the box. So you've got lots of attacking options. Now with this, obviously your right cam, especially this year with Travalas, you want to be strong foot, strong side. So Jarzinho is right-footed, we'll play him on the right. Neymar is right-footed as well, but he's 5-star weak foot, so he's absolutely fine on the left. If you have got a left footer, like let's say a Betty Pele, something like that, or Di Maria, I'd use him once he's left-footed. Strong foot, strong side. That's my way I do it this year. We've already touched over Vieira. Your more defensive CDM, which for you probably won't be Vieira, it might be someone different, is going to be stay back, cover center, with your more box-to-box minded CDM on balanced and cover center. Our fullbacks are both on stay back whilst attacking, the exact same as the center backs, and your keeper is just going to be on balance. Maybe if you've got a really fast keeper, like that 6'8", 99 speed dude, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have comes for crosses, but at the end of the day, it doesn't change much. I think keepers are going to be keepers, and Van der Sar is absolutely fine on balance. Now attacking is very similar. Stay central, stay forward for Ito. All of the cams are the exact same, except instead of a central cam being stay forward, and the main reason I did have my Messi on stay forward for the balanced and the other cams on basic with only my central cam being stay forward is because Messi low work rates, at least that kind of can counter it, and he'll still be pushed up the pitch a little bit, so it makes the low a lot more bearable. But I do like having your central cam on stay forward anyway, even if you are on defensive or balanced tactics, just because central cams can sometimes drift back, I've noticed with this formation, so you want to make sure they're on stay forward. The only difference for attacking is we have made our left cam and right cam obviously keeping them on get into the box for cross. We've also made them on stay forward. So we're going to have our striker, all three of our cams stay forward to get into the box. CDMs are exactly the same, cover center, stay back, cover center balanced for your more box to box, and the fullbacks, this time instead of stay back, they are simply balanced as well. There's no point putting them on overlap. You can if you really want to, but I do not see a point because you've got your right cam and left cam to go down the wings anyway. You'll really need your fullbacks to run down the side, and if you do, even on balance, they still will make those overlapping runs now and again. Now that's the custom tactics and the player instructions. Let's get into the examples and how they can work in game. Now this clip here was taken on the defensive, aka the balance, and this was like a month or so ago. Obviously we are using a few different players in this clip than we've got in our team now, but this was our defensive, and our defensive custom tactics have not changed since this clip, so it's exactly the same. Even when defensive, aka balanced, obviously it works as our balance. As you can see, Papu Gomez, our right cam. In the box you can see our central cam, Lionel Messi, our striker, Ito, who has dropped back behind Messi, and then obviously you've got Neymar over there as well. So once again, that shows you've got so much options in the box. You've also got Park Ji-sung on the side of the box, and you've got Patrick Vieira, you can see him at the bottom of your screen. So this is kind of how the layout will look when you are attacking and you are getting players into the box. Plenty of options in the box, but if you do lose position, you've still got Patrick Vieira sitting back, and you've still got Park Ji-sung kind of on the side of the box. He could run back if you want him to. Then obviously you've still got your full defensive line. So it's very stable in attack and relatively stable in defense. And one last example I want to show you guys is how much passing options you do have and how important it is, and kind of how the layout will look with your stay back CDM and your box to box. As you can see, you've got Patrick Vieira, your stay back CDM. He's passing it to Park Ji-sung, who's my box to box, pushed up a little bit, and after Park Ji-sung receives the ball, he's got a passing option to the central cam, Lionel Messi, the striker, Samuel Eto'o, and if you want, you could go for a maybe over the top through ball for my left cam, circled being Neymar, to run into as well. So there's plenty of passing options. You've even got our right cam at the bottom right of the screen. If you do want to pass to him, he can, but that's just not really smart. But as you can see, right, you've got your stay back CDM, you pass it to your box to box, and there are a lot of passing options, a lot of space to run into, especially the left cam and right cam. Very important, but very quick. And once again, strong foot, strong side is huge for this because they're quick, getting behind, across goal. Boom, easy done. Let me know what you guys think of these custom tactics down below. These have been reliable, Mr. Reliable for me the whole year. As I said, we've used variations of this with minor tweaks in between patches, the most recent tweak being the increase after possession loss. This works amazing. I'm going to continue to use it, and it's kind of, I've got the mindset, if something's working for me, why would I change it? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace out.